What's up, vloggers? Trying Dum Dum come back at you again. At you again, I can't even talk. BellLife vlogs. So, let's see here. I don't even know how, it's been a week and a day, a week and one day, with no physical mom here with us. So, I just wanted to give you all an update. You guys have been overwhelming with all the all the prayers and thinking of you and all that stuff, and really do appreciate it. Just wanted to keep everybody in the loop on what's going on. Yesterday on the November 20th was Mom's funeral, so they kind of ripped the band-aid back open a little bit, off. It was not getting better, but maybe getting a tiny bit easier, and then you went into the funeral, and it was completely overwhelming. They actually had to the layout was from 11 to 1, and there were still people lined up out the door to see Mom at 1 o'clock, and us. So that was pretty cool. The funeral director said on the obituary, on their website, on that normally on like traffic or clicks, they get on obituaries. It's like, he said like 50 is their maximum, and Mom's was it was over 8,000 yesterday. So thank you all a ton. And then we keep getting, this actually showed up today, flowers, and it's from so it says, very sorry for your loss. Love, Jamie and Michelle Stamey. And thank you all a ton. That's pretty much why we're making this video, is we want to, obviously if it wasn't for you all, we wouldn't be doing social media anymore. So you all have been involved with a lot of things since 2016. So we didn't want you to think we were trying to pull one over on you. But
what?
Think we're pulling one over. What are you talking about?
Just want them to be involved with everything, just of what's going on in our lives. It's kind of a lot of YouTubers at this time. It's happened over years. They'll just completely shut everybody out for months, and
well, that's not pulling one over on somebody. That's just not telling. That's just not telling them what's going on.
And that's not the way that we are. We've been honest with you all from day one since we started YouTube. Our whole thing is honesty. So, that's what we wanted to be. I mean, there's nothing really glamorous going on. The service went from I can't remember what time it was, from like 1 to 2, and then we left the church. We had the funeral at.
Is you putting that up on the blog next week?
Yeah. I don't know about. I definitely did not feel right recording at the funeral and stuff, but it was recorded at the church, so try to take some parts of the funeral and put it into the video. We're trying to get together a video. It's for Mom, and an actual video. You all will see that. It'll probably be released next week, I would say. But the service went
just like pictures and stuff.
Yeah, more than that. Yeah, it might be it might be 2 videos. I don't know. It could be an hour long. It could be 2 hours long. I don't know. The video that they were playing at the service over and over again was pretty cool. So probably have that, and then everybody's got little short videos on their phones and stuff that I'd like to incorporate into it. Maybe go from short videos to pictures, and just a.
How long was that thing they played at the funeral?
I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes or something like that. But
I watched it, but it was.
But it's but we went from we had the service and the funeral at Mom and Dad's church. And that's where Grandma, my mom's mom, hers was, and our mom wouldn't want it anywhere else. Obviously, she never talked about any of this kind of stuff, but that's what we thought where she would want it. And then we went to the, to the graveside thing or whatever.
And you said Mom wouldn't want it anywhere else, and you said that's what we thought she'd want it.
Well, I don't know what you're supposed to say. I'm not good with jokes and all that kind of stuff now. I'm trying to hold it all together. I had to watch a video of me and Mom dancing at my wedding.
It's
hard.
You didn't have to. You did it on your own.
No, a buddy of mine sent a picture, and then I went down a rabbit hole and started looking at pictures of the wedding and stuff. I handle it a little bit differently. There's nothing else harder in the world to give up if we had 20 gazillion subscribers, give everything just to talk to mom one more time. So I don't give a fuck about money or any of this other that's going on. The only thing I care about is mom. So, and that's the only person that I ever will care about. So,
again, that sounded stupid.
And it was a big deal. Like Trey handles it with jokes and stuff.
I don't handle it with jokes, Justin. You said you're never going to care about anybody else ever again. That don't make sense to say that.
You never have another mom, and I only have the feelings that I have for mom. So that's what I'm talking about. It's an absolute terrible situation. I'm being torn in 10 different directions. We're taking care of Dad.
You are letting your emotions override everything, Justin. That's the problem.
Well, talk.
Well,
I'm
listening to you.
That's what I'm saying.
I have emotions too.
I
have emotions too. I mean, I know a lot of people out there have been through it, Justin. You can't, to sit there and say you don't give a fuck about anybody else and all that other stuff. That's nonsense. I mean, this is part of life. No matter how you look at it, you can be as down as you want to be.
Okay, the way to summarize it is nobody will ever have the feelings that I have for my mom.
There you go.
Nobody else in the world will have those feelings. So.
There again, Justin. Somebody else has the same amount of feelings you do. I know where you're coming from.
My feelings towards mom, I will never have those feelings towards anyone else, is what I'm saying, because I only have one mom.
Well, yeah, that's
what I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, that's okay to say that.
So
that's okay to say that, but you got to say it the right way.
And there's a lot of people, there's messages and questions, and there's all kinds of stuff going up, and the main answer is that I don't have any answers to these questions.
What are they asking you?
Just trying to, they're not asking me anything. I'm just saying, questions in my head. When to start filming again? When to do this again? When to do this again?
You're talking about what you're saying to yourself.
Everybody comes to me, and I don't know. I don't know what's the right thing to do, and I don't know. I've never been through this, and everybody that has been through this around us has never been in the situation that we're in doing social media. So I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is. Just trying to take it day by day here. But we left church and had to make another horrible decision when to walk away. That's another really extremely hard thing to do. I know there's been people that's done that, and that does help. Everybody's stories does help. That's been through it. And then we went back to church and had lunch/dinner, there, and it went as good as it could go. I guess I don't know if it's supposed to be good or bad or not. I don't know.
Overall, it was
that's what happened yesterday.
Overall, I think it was a nice. I think she would have been very happy with the service. I think it turned out really good. It's rough. I mean, the emotions. I'm 51 and she's always been there. So it's rough. I mean, it is rough, but people say stuff all the time when it comes to death like that. And
you definitely take it for granted when you listen to stories.
Well, I think that when it comes to people saying that nobody had a mom like me and nobody cared like I did and all that, I think everybody has
that feeling.
I think that's just totally normal. But I think the main, I think one of the biggest problems that we had with it, obviously, if you live, you're gonna die. That's all there is to it. But
you never expected it to happen to you.
The way it happened to her is I guess is it's like a car wreck or Well, you said what's his face's mom fell off that scooter or whatever. I mean and hit her head or whatever, right?
Honestly, going through life, I know
something like that. I mean, when it's just and you didn't even have a clue that it was going to happen at all. Routine procedure, not even really considered surgery what she was doing.
My opinion of it is I would always listen to people tell stories like that, and then yada yada, this happened to them and this happened to them, and when it happens to you, because it definitely will happen to you.
Justin's really bad about not returning phone calls, not answering phone calls, not answering text messages, and it takes 30 seconds, and he's really bad about not doing it. I've warned him and told him a bunch of times about that.
I don't care about phone calls and other right now. You kidding me? I looked at his phone last night when he went to bed. He's got over 300 missed calls and over 800 text messages right now. So it's just, everybody handles things differently, and the best way that I handle things is just to shut it off. That's what just to get away from it. That's the way. But like I said, we're being torn a couple different ways right now. You know, mom and dad were married for 54 years, so dad's going through literally the worst breakup you could ever have in your life. You know, we've been staying.
That hurts worse than, not worse than losing mom, but that's up there in the top.
It's really weird for me, the things I'm going through, and then I'm trying to stay strong for him because of the things he's going through. You know, we've never seen, our dad does not show emotion, barely at all, ever my whole life. And just this past week has been hell.
Awful.
To see him, you know, break down and cry out for mom and stuff. And, you know, it has to be, you know, all normal, because I think everybody has their version of normal when they go through something like this. So nothing's abnormal, I guess.
I think if somebody's dying of, you know, a disease or whatever, and you know they're going to die, and they've given amount of time to live, that sucks too. Don't get me wrong. All of it sucks. If there's death involved, it sucks. But when you know somebody's going to die, or if somebody has been, and I don't want to use the word burden, but if you're having to change diapers and take care of them like a baby, and you're seeing a really bad side. So it's a double-edged sword, however you want to do it, you know. At that point, you do get to say your goodbyes and stuff, but then yet you're waiting on them hand and foot. You know what I mean? That didn't happen, and that, you know, it's you know, my dad, you know, his mother was killed in a car wreck when he was in his 40s, and you know, I always said to him, you know, at least she didn't have to sit there and change her diaper and wipe her mouth and this, that, and the other. But, you know, I mean,
either way, it's a horrible situation.
It sucks no matter what. And I'm not saying it's good or bad if you're on either side of the coin. But I was talking to Melissa about it, and I said, man, I just wish I would have known. And she said, what would you have said to her? And I was like, yeah, it made you kind of like, well, what I said, you know what I mean? Then you think. So, you know what I mean? It's 6 1 half dozen the other to some extent.
I was talking to people about that the other day. Would you like to know? And then on the back of your mind, you'd always be thinking about that day that's coming or whatever. But I honestly sometimes think,
I don't want to know the future.
Over this past week, I honestly sometimes, you know, because I'm not going to say I regret not answering, you know, mom's call or not answering because I, you know, didn't know.
You can't beat yourself up over that.
It didn't change. But if you did know, then you would for sure, it didn't matter if you had, you know, whatever going on in front of you in the middle of a car wreck, you'd still answer the phone, you know. So it does change perspective a little bit on that. And that's what I've been trying to hammer to everybody or whatever that, you know, still have a physical mom, is that I've always heard that and I always took it for granted, you know. And it's like, just, you know, whatever you're gonna. When I opened that dance up today and started watching that at our wedding, that's
awful.
I did okay talking at mom's funeral yesterday, but there's no way I could have watched that video and done that at the same time. That had me an absolute wreck for. But I mean, people that have been through it, you know, I know it's not going to be the same situation. People who have lost parents, you know, if you could leave comment down below with your stories and stuff, that does help. It really does help me. Like I said, I went through a breakup, my first bad breakup, and like a week later he called me and says, you know, whatever, I'm getting a divorce, and you know, that's when we started working out together or whatever. Knowing his situation was worse than mine. No, you know, that's how I don't know. I just how I work through things in my head. I get through it better that way.
I don't think I need to hear anybody's situation is worse than mine. I mean,
not worse. I'm just saying the stories help me. I like that.
I think everybody handles emotions differently. That's what I'll say to that. And some people want to be alone. Some people want to be, you know, around a bunch of people. Some people, you know, can't control themselves. Other people just kind of shut down or be quiet. So, it's still not real to me. I mean, I still keep, you know, waiting for her to walk around the corner and say, you want something to eat, you want something to drink, and being a normal mom, you know. So, like when I walk in over there at their house, it's like, that's the first person I would see every time I walked in there was mom, because she was always in the kitchen.
Or, you know, on a love seat or in a chair.
Sitting there watching TV, or, you know, her and dad never watched TV in the same room because dad always watched stuff. Mom wouldn't watch anything where there was cuss words, or she didn't do any of that stuff. She would sit and watch her own stuff, and, you know, in the living room, you know, in the kitchen there. And they have a little seating area in the kitchen. You've seen it probably on here if you've watched the videos. And dad sat in the living room, so it's just so normal to walk in there and she's the first person you see, you know. So
you're sitting on or watching I Love Lucy or Golden Girls, or that's what That's what she, or the Hallmark Channel. You know, that's what she watched. But so you know, it's been 8 days, and like we said, Mom's funeral was yesterday, and it was good.
I think she would have been really. I mean, you know, not that you have to be proud of your funeral, but I think she would have smiled. I'm sure she was smiling yesterday.
Yeah, you know, Mom's got a big family. She's got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. So, and you know, unfortunately, you know, she was the oldest and the first to pass away. So you've seen how big Mom's family is when we go to my cousin Monica's for normally all the holiday stuff. So it was a big turnout. But we've been staying.
They said over 500 people, didn't they? Didn't we figure over 500 people were there?
Yeah.
Pretty good for a funeral.
Yeah, and if we didn't get to see it in the line, we're sorry. They had to
shut it down.
Yeah, I had to,
well, the church was rented out.
Oh yeah, for an AA meeting or something.
Later last night, the church had already prior obligations or whatever that they've been doing there for every Monday night for whatever. So
yeah. So then we like I said, it's been 8 days and everybody's been over there. I mean, me and Amy and the baby and Trey. Then a lot of other families stopping in and out and bringing meals, and appreciate all that. So me and Amy have been staying in my old room, so it's kind of working out. So having you know here and there having obviously having a little trouble sleeping. So but I mean I guess it's been going okay. But another part of the video we wanted to say is that
I think it's going as expected. It sucks, but we're getting through it.
Yeah. Another thing we wanted to say is that we had a few videos that are pre-recorded. You know, if they're released on Ask the BellLife or not the vlog channel, we don't have any recorded videos on the vlog channel, but or on the Bangs channel, the BellLife Bangs. So we have few videos that are pre-recorded and. Like I said, we haven't recorded yet, so, maybe to hear your comments down below on what you all think would be a good timeline to start putting, our normal content back up on, the website. We'd appreciate that. We want to kind of do this as a decision from everybody, but, it's hard. It's extremely hard right now to do that, when you get all this other stuff on your mind, but we will whenever, when we can. But we will, of course, update you and make a video when we do that. But the plan, this week, obviously, Thursday is Thanksgiving. So I think we're going to try to go to Thanksgiving. Going to try to film it, but it still doesn't feel 100% right yet. And then maybe next Tuesday we'll try to have mom's big video. So just stay tuned for all of that. But
you're going to do the funeral separate too? Are you going to show them the funeral or no?
I don't know. What do you think?
I know it's comment down below if you guys want to watch that. We can post. I don't know.
Well, I mean, other people were there, so I don't think it's disrespectful to show that, is it?
No.
I don't know. Yeah, if you guys want to see that, maybe we can have a separate video for that. There's a lot of unanswered
There's
questions.
a lot of music in there though that we'll have to overlap.
That's just from the video. Yeah. We'll mute that and put our own stuff in there or whatever, but just a lot of unanswered things going on. Dad's doing, I think we said that, as good as he can be. I think we're all doing. I was telling a bunch of people this past week. It's really weird to see the circle. Like Dad lost a wife, and then we lost a mom, and then whatever. The kids lost a grandma, and then Mom's, of course, siblings lost a sister. It's really weird seeing everybody's different. As the age goes down, the grief goes. It's not as a big deal. But as the age gets older, it becomes I guess it's just part of getting older. You understand what's more important than it's not.
Well, obviously, the more closer the person is to you, the more it's going to bother you.
Yeah.
So, of course, your mother's, that losing your mom's not.
I don't know where that original video is. If you can see us doing, I
had a guy today tell me it's easier to lose your dad than it is your mom. I'm like, there again, I think that's a preference. You know what I mean? I think losing either one of them sucks. I don't want to lose either one of them, but.
I was always worried. Not growing up, but I didn't get to say it in that speech yesterday, but the one really cool thing about being able to do social media it'll almost be 3 years this February full time that we've been doing it is every morning we're over at mom and dad's house sitting talking with them every morning. So I'm really grateful for that. So if I had a normal job so you all are really giving us that. So I really do appreciate you all for letting us be able to do that. So I mean, literally every day we're over there, and in the summertime sitting on the back porch. Get over there about 9:30, 10, and sometimes we'd sit there till 3 o'clock when me and Trey left to go to the gym. Sometimes you'd sit there all day and ruin the whole day, waste it, but it definitely was not a waste. So that's for sure. So serious thank you to all you for letting us be able to do that, spend time with mom. So not really any kind of update. Just wanted to let you know how we've been doing, and because we've been getting a lot of messages, and this is our message back to you all.
And I wouldn't recommend it.
No. And we'll obviously have videos. Just stay tuned, and we'll keep you all updated. Make sure you're following us on, the Instagram and the Facebook. I guess I can show you what that looks like. There's so many freaking fakes out there.
But there's still a bunch of fakes.
Yeah, probably. That's our real Instagram. I don't know if it's focused or not. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's focused enough. That, and then here's our real, get to it. It's loading. Okay, there's it right there. That's our real Facebook. So stay tuned on there, and, we're still, like I said, we still got, still have a few pre-recorded videos that might be put up here and there, but, really would like to be ourselves, on the website to keep it, just as normal as we always have been, because we're not obviously not very good actors. So
we've only missed 2 uploads on there.
I think it's been a blur. I don't know. I guess I can check right here.
I think we've only missed 2.
I'm pulling it up. Sorry.
Website's
pretty fast.
When you putting up the next one?
Oh, we posted Sunday night, the BellLife. That's when we updated everybody. November 15th.
So we didn't post Monday, or we didn't post.
No, we posted Wednesday. We posted last Wednesday. So we didn't post Friday, but we did post Sunday. But I'm sure you all hopefully agree. We want to be 100% ourselves for you all, because we can't act, obviously. So if we go at stuff right this second, it's just going to be forced, and it's not going to look. It's not going to, But if y'all want that, just let us know, and we'll do our best. But we're going to try. Dad asked if we wanted to go to Thanksgiving, and obviously Mom would want us to go to Thanksgiving. So talked about having it here at the house, but she would throw a fit if we didn't go to the family stuff. So definitely going to go to the family stuff, and we're going to take a couple extra pictures for Mom while we're there. So we'll try to do that and keep going. But thank you all, seriously, all again, for all the support. It really does mean a lot, and thank you for the flowers and thinking of us.
We appreciate you guys
And supporting us. We appreciate it. We'll see you when we see you.